Sagittarius, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a weekly reading for you for the week of April 22nd through the 28th. We're going to take a look at your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future, as well as the overall general energy and a discovery of the hidden truth for the week ahead. Let's jump right in. I'm going to pull firstly from the Raise Your Vibration Oracle. As you can see here, I do offer Oracle decks in every reading. I like to pair Oracle and the Tarot. So if you like any of what you see here in the decks, you can see them in the description box and buy them for yourself. This is a deck by Kyle Gray. I love his work. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Sagittarius. Thank you so much for your guidance, as always. And thank you for sharing this space with me today. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. Ooh. Saying take the top three. They're pertinent. We don't need to take five. Top three. If I can get my fingers to work here. Honesty is the best policy. It sure is. This week you may have to get really brutally honest with someone. Shift your perspective. Shift your perspective. Could be changing the way you view a person. I am fueled by love. Oh, sorry. I'm fulfilled by love. I'm fulfilled by love. Love is a state of being. You're finding fulfillment. A lot of people are shifting. I'm getting this, and I'm going to go a little bit different in my orientation this week. I feel like this channel is a telescope, right? And we're probing into the energies surrounding us and within us. It's our external, right, that informs the internal. It's a two-way street. But at any given time, we can point our lens out or we can point our lens in. I talk about both perspectives, but this week I feel already in the energies to doing the fire signs this upcoming week, as you're going to probably be watching this before the week hits. It's, without a doubt, an internal lens. And you're realizing you being honest about what you feel is empowering. And it's allowing you to shift your perspective. I almost said that. Hey, and maybe what I almost just said is we are what we think, right? And you are definitely being fulfilled by a state of love. Internally. All right, all joking aside. Sorry, I'm being cheeky today. Balanced love. Love, harmonious balance, internal balance. Oof, doesn't that feel good when you're in your energy, Sag, Temperance, and your heart is full of love? The best kind of love is when you love for no apparent reason. You just feel it. You feel the spirit moving through you. That's the best kind, right? Best kind of love. This is after sowing the seeds, watering them, giving them all of your positive intentions, your positive, come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Keep sprouting, keep growing, keep reaching for the sun. This is that time in your life where you're realizing, oh, wow, I was doing that for my internal state of being. And I'm actually, I think, dare I say, experiencing balance. A state of being. Recent past, Ace of Cups, current energy, Justice. Near future, Knight of Wands, overall general energy, Five of Swords. You're taking a stand. Standing up for what is right. Hidden truth, coming out of a place of repression, suppression, resistance. Surrendering. This is I surrender. I'm no longer going to fight. I realized this morning too, this is a profound lesson. And I'm Sag rising, so I'm going to share with you something that Spirit taught me this morning before this reading, or in between readings actually, is when you fight with someone and they have their perspective and you have yours, do you see the futility in that? Because we all have a right to see things the way no one will ever have your preferences and your learned experiences. No one on this planet that has ever come, who will ever come before or after you, or currently in the 8 point something billion people on the planet, will ever have the experiences that you have had in your lifetime. Because they're yours. They're yours. Uniquely yours. And so does everyone else. So when you start standing up and saying, this is my perspective, I'm right, this is my truth, and someone says, well, this is my perspective, I'm right, this is my truth, and it's based on your learned experiences and the preferences that you set forth in your life. And then you start disagreeing about something, and you go, well, I'm right. Well, I'm right. You're both right. So this is the thing, the futility of arguing for the sake of arguing to prove a point that is the truth that already exists. I'm going deep, y'all, today. This is that realization. What is the point in arguing with anyone when they have a right, their perspective is valid? Well, what they think and say hurts me. Yeah, well, you can witness that and you can realize that that's not true. That is their experience of you, but only you know the experience of you. I'm getting that overall general energy this week of you realizing that it's pointless to fight with someone about your perspective. It is only going to leave you trapped in a loop of replaying every word that was said, every act that was taken, everything. And that's a state of repression and suppression and getting stuck. Let's go deeper. This recent past, though, you were opening up your heart to a state of love, coming into true divine balance. And what I've been learning, too, about justice lately and about balance is that beautiful position in between action and stillness, where you are, what more needs to be said besides that? The beautiful position between action and stillness is right here, right now. That's all we have. And right here, right now, you're saying, I'm stepping into the light of my own being, my own consciousness, my own state of joy. Thank you very much, Sag. We're all on the journey of awakening to our eternal consciousness. I was watching something yesterday and it was like, he was talking about how most our cells, right, are made up of nothing. The universe is made, most of everything is nothing. So if everything is nothing, then what are we? We are consciousness in a quantum field. And it's like, if you start going deeper and deeper and deeper, you're like, you go down a rabbit hole of like, most of everything is nothing. And like, most of my thoughts are really infinitesimal compared to the state of the universe and the state of consciousness. And you start realizing, wow. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop talking there. That's just going to go down a rabbit hole. But it gives you perspective, right? About we're all on this planet spinning, and we're having these experiences that are meaningful and true to us. Just witness it all, right? Witness it all. Life is a funny dance. Now you see why the great enlightened masters were laughing all the time. They're laughing all the time. There's an incredible lightness of being that occurs when you realize these things. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the Two of Cups. All right, let's get back down to reality here. Sorry, I went a bit abstract. All right, Sag. You're moving through some pain when it comes to sharing your heart with someone. And you're trying to ground in your sense of self again. I think you were standing up for your beliefs. You're standing up for... Again, you could have had some recent fights with someone and you started to realize the futility in the arguing because they have their perspective, you have yours. Can you look at the middle? What's the middle path between action and stillness? Acceptance. You're starting to accept that sometimes you're going to get upset. You're going to get upset. It's very hard, right? How many times have we gotten upset and then you start to calm down and you look back and you go, wow, I really got upset there. And then you realize that maybe you soften to it. You soften to the states of distress that we go into. And then you go, wow, maybe I should have just sat with it. The thing is that when you're upset about something, if you can relax into it instead of bristling and defending and getting all worked up, this is that reactive state of saying, well, fine, you're going to fight me, I'm going to fight you. Come on, This is about not only realizing the futility of arguing, but also in surrendering and allowing yourself to experience whatever is making you upset without letting it get stuck. And stabilizing your energy. I think something's going to happen this week, and you're going to realize someone may say something, someone may do something, and it's going to hit you a certain way. And you get to decide the way it hits you and how you react to it. You get to decide. Do you want to be unconscious or conscious in that moment? When you're conscious, start to sound like a little Chinese man. When you're conscious, you pause, you relax. But what happens? We normally don't pause. We normally just go, rah, right? You start thinking one thought, then it begets another thought. And those thoughts lead to emotion that makes you get really upset, really angry, hurt. Feelings that are very disruptive inside of the body. So you have an opportunity this week to actually realize someone's trying to poke you. I'm getting that. Someone's going to try to poke you because they want to, because they're coming from a place of pain. And you can just pause. And you can say, what can I do differently this time? Because if I fight this person, I'm going to experience what I've always experienced when I start fighting somebody from my perspective. It doesn't mean you can't validate each other's feelings and hear one another. But if you start trying to convince them that you're right and they're wrong, you go down that rabbit hole, and it's a different rabbit hole of frustration and exasperation. Recent past. Sag. You're learning. I'm getting this a lot. I can't believe I'm getting this. Again, because this came up for Aries. Oh my gosh, something's happening. Something's happening in the collective. I can't believe this. This is happening. This is really happening. We are starting to understand the states of fear we go to in our heart spaces. Recent past. This eclipse is teaching us and showing us why we react the way we react, why we have preferences to begin with, how we can take a step back from our learned patterning and programming and respond differently. You're learning. Oh my goodness. When it comes to sharing your heart, opening your heart, you're learning what you can't. You're learning the states of fear. Like, I can operate in my heart space from a place of fear, doubt, insecurity, worry, blame, shame, guilt, all of the emotions that are lower octave, right? Heavier. Instead, you could go, well, I can look at my heart space and say, I'm not those experiences. The real me is behind all of that. And if I relax into that, my soul self, my witness self, the fullness of you, the eternal part of you. Whoa, y'all, something's happening in the collective. I can't believe it. Like, we're all getting triggered. Triggers are triggers, right? A trigger's always going to be a trigger. But what's shifting is our response to it. You're showing me that I can respond out of fear, or I can respond out of becoming from my enlightened self, my witness consciousness self, my whole self, my true self, and not my learned experiences. It's a choice. This is coming up again. All right, something's happening. If I have every reading go towards this combination, I'm going to freak out. The Ten of Pentacles, blah, I'm getting excited, so I'm going to calm down. The Ten of Pentacles wanted to come out upside down. Something has turned upside down in your world, Sag. And see, this is the thing. It's some of you, it is stuff externally where you're like, whoa, this isn't working out the way I thought. Or whoa, I'm trying to make some choices here and I have no idea which direction to go to. Turn to. Believe in. Be guided by. I don't know if something's happening to me in the way I interpret tarot, but something shifting in just even the way I'm reading. And I'm just going to be transparent with y'all. I'm kind of shocked this is happening. I don't know. I just woke up. I'm like, the tarot speaking a different language to Jenna today. I hope it sticks. Wow. Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords over the Justice card. Present reality, Sag. You were recognizing that in order to really, really go deep into your own healing, you're taking a step back from the indecisive places within you. You're becoming fiercely present in the present. And you're looking at it and you're saying, well, I have all these choices before me. Which one's going to lead to everything I want? Instead of saying that, you're saying, I have all these choices. I'm going to be right here, right now in my healing. And I'm going to be so committed deeply to my healing that my present moment is my only reality. My present moment is my only reality. My present moment is my only reality. And you're going to go back to that again and again and again and again. So, I don't know what's going on, y'all, but something is majorly shifting in the collective. And you're going to succeed over being fiercely in the present reality when it comes to creating. It's like we're turning the lens. We're turning the lens. That's what it is. Like I said, the shift out is coming to the shift in. The lens of perception is being shifted in the collective from outward to inward. It's a collective vibration. This is what the solar eclipse has brought. And it's allowing us to go so deep into our healing around the states of confusion, around long-term projections, and saying, no, all we have is right here, right now, in between stillness and action. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm not going so far out there that y'all are like, what are you, Jenna, what did you wake up with? Are you tripping? I'm not tripping. I'm completely sober, y'all. I read sober. I don't ever read tarot not sober. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm sorry. I'm rambling a lot today. I don't know what's happening. It's perspective. Everyone's shifting their perceptions. Sorry, I wish you could feel what I feel. It's very challenging to describe the ways that spirit speaks through me. Okay, that wants to come out at the bottom. We have the Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords. You are taking bold, determined, beautiful action to go deep into your heart space. This is balance between the mind and the body, between action and stillness, between reaction and inaction. True divine balance. Wow. Sag, do you see what's happening here this week? You're going to be right here, right now. You're on the hero's journey, moving forward, bringing wisdom and emotional intelligence along with you. And you have someone right by your side who is your vehicle of growth, who is your mirror. And the two of you are journeying deep together. Knight of Pentacles over the Hidden Truth, the King of Wands, and the Six of Cups. This nostalgia is real. I think a lot of us are collectively releasing we get stuck in the past. We all have a tendency to linger in our past hurts, our past failures, everything informs the present, right? But what if we had a clean slate? You're clearing the slate. Every day is an opportunity to begin anew, right? From a fresh perspective of the new, not the old. You're showing me in the Hidden Truth that you know what it's like to stay stuck in the past. This is about the future and about being so present that you're right here, right now. And once you start doing that, you start to recognize that you can live in your own authentic truth the slower you go, especially when you're pausing, when it comes to relating to another in a connection, when you're communicating. The hidden truth of this entire reading is that you are actually slowing yourself down. You're recognizing the ways you get stuck in the past in your responses and in your nostalgia of holding on to pain. You're releasing. See, two things are happening at once here for the collective. We're releasing the past and we're becoming fiercely present. And we're paying attention to witness consciousness on a mass scale. And it is shifting the vibration of the planet. The sun led the way. You have any idea how bright the sun is? Gosh, no wonder people worship the sun in the past. The great god Ra, the light of consciousness. We're looking at the eclipse was a reckoning of our darkness, of our shadow selves. Okay, let's go into the advice from Spirit. This is a weird week, y'all. Bear with me. I don't know what's going on with the readings today. I'm telling you, you're coming out, you're learning. Something is happening. You're going to watch these readings. Just watch the readings for this week. And something is shifting. Something profound is shifting in the collective. That's all I'm going to say for the week ahead. You're learning how to come out of your own internal states of repression, suppression, restriction, suffering. Okay. All right. We're all evolving into higher states of consciousness. And what is this about the worried mind, Sag, around things that you cannot control? Be patient. There's a lot that you're going through some sort of rite of passage where you're recognizing all the ways that you worry about things that you can't control. What is the point of worry? You could be worried about a connection, its sustainability. Spirit is calling on you to be patient. The advice from Spirit is if you exercise patience in all things as you build the foundations of your life, slow and steadily, in your own authentic truth, you have no need to worry. There's nothing to worry about, Sag. If you are fiercely present, releasing the past in every state of the day, every hour, every minute, if you're here now, why is there a need to worry? There's no need for worry. There's no place for worry to exist. So Spirit is saying, slow down time, slow yourself down, ground in your present reality, ground in the earth. You're shifting your perspective. You're getting real. You're getting real honest with the ways you take yourself to where you tend to go. And you're saying, I'm worrying no more. I'm going to be here now. Everyone's starting to pay more attention. Top one, they said. You can never see where the Tao is going. You can only be there with it. That's what I mean. We all want a crystal ball. What's going to happen in the future so we don't have to be afraid? Can't you just trust yourself and trust your journey and be here now? You just have to be here with it. I hope this message helped. Sorry, y'all. I'll be back hopefully next week. I don't know what's going on this week. Okay? Bear with me here. I don't know what's happening with me, with the channel. There's something profound going on with the collective. So I'm just going to keep reading the energies. I'm seeing a repeating pattern. There's a major shift going on. I hope I'm tapping into it enough so people understand where I'm coming from. And it's not just, whoo, Jenna's on some sort of crazy train this week. Something beautiful is happening. And I am so pleased and proud to be able to read tarot for you. Take care.